describe the energy you felt in this gym? I know Pitt and Penn State haven't played each other in basketball in a bit, but what kind of passion was there from both teams in this game?
It was a lot of passion. We knew their players. We knew their coaching staff. So it was really an in-house, interstate thing. But the passion, it just comes from playing with the guys. I've been telling people all week, the Happy Valley team, we all played together in college. We're not just a bunch of people from different eras coming back to reunite. Like, we literally just played together. So to be out there with them again, it just means the world, So that's where the passion comes from, and we genuinely care about each other off the court.
Yeah, first of all, it's been a great environment here. Pitt's been awesome to us. It's not always the way with Penn State, I know that, but they've been awesome. But we knew what this environment was going to be. In college, you say kind of road attitude was what we would say. We knew it was going to be a kind of a road game. Probably weren't going to get the whistle we wanted, and also, everyone was be cheering against us. So more credit to these guys sticking together. And as he just said, I think it's a lot of shared experiences over their time in college that has really helped us and put us in this position to go somewhere next week.
Sammy, what kind of escalated some of the talking that went on out there?
Honestly, I know the Pitt men's basketball team was here. I knew they were going to do that. When we went over there at halftime, it was honestly, I did it just to get a spark behind my team. It's basketball at the end of the day. We're not fighting on the court. We're not going to meet up afterwards and fight. But I did it, just to get my team to go, because I knew they would go over there. It got us something to fight for, and that's all it was, just to find different ways to give us sparks. We know we're road attitude. We know we're in Pitt. Most of the fans are with them. So I was just trying to find little things to get it going.
Did you feel a different energy from first half to second half after that?
Yeah, at times we felt the
Yeah, I think we just talked about, again, just how many good possessions we could have. It's what we talked about at halftime. Because, again, we were down 14, I think, was at the largest lead, 14. We had got it back to 6, but we knew we were going to need a little more. Obviously, we were down a couple bodies and some guys that maybe hadn't played the minutes that they had the last 2 nights. And, again, stuck together and found a way to get it done, thanks to this guy especially.
Coach, consistently the second quarter, you guys have managed to outscore each opponent there. Unlike other games, you came into the second quarter trailing. What was kind of the message between first and second quarter?
Yeah, we had talked about it. We knew we were going to fight some adversity tonight. Pitt's really good. There's a reason they were in this game. We just didn't know when it was going to happen. We were hoping it wasn't that early. But again, we just keep going back to it. We've done this together before. In college, we did it last year. We had the chance to win the game last year, and we didn't have that experience that you need in the TBT. And we kind of leaned on that, talked about it, and just really tried to keep the focus on ourselves, because that's what we think is going to be successful. And we're going to try to keep doing that as we move along here in this tournament.
What was the game plan for the Elam ending? Because you guys were down, like you were 10 points away as opposed to their 8, and you outscored them 10-5.
Yeah, the first thing was to get a stop. So it was their ball, and we got that stop, and then we tied it up. And then now you're really, first 1 to 8. So we accomplished that goal. And then again, just staying kind of even keel. It's a possession game, and we just said we need to win 1 more possession, and we did that.
Sammy, how do you like having a target score and knowing no matter how much time, like, this is what we have to get to?
I love it. I think the TBT definitely started the Elam ending. That's going on a lot now around like different programs throughout the United States, but I'm kind of used to it. I played in a few leagues back home doing it, but just that the game's never over. It's like you could be down the whole game, and once it's plus 8 points, it's like a different game, whole different ball game. So I love it. I think it's great. I think the TBT incorporating that, into basketball across the country is good, but we love it.
Sam, was it your intention to take over the game like that with 3 layups at the end, or did it just happen that way?
Credit to my teammates. Credit to me, MJ, Myron Jones, and Curtis. We're like the 3 guards. We feed off each other. Honestly, they just told me, like, MJ was telling me the whole time, like, bro, it's your game and the game. And that just goes to show the character we have on our team. We all had the shoes on. It's not. We actually went into the huddle. Nobody changed shoes. Like, it wasn't that vibe. It was just, let's get the game done. And from when we went in there at the timeout, they were just telling me, like, get the ball. So credit to my teammates, and that just shows the unselfishness and the care we have for one another.
Coach, can you walk us through the decision to foul, to invoke the Elam ending despite being down 2?
Yeah, I think the rules are obviously unique. We talked about the ending, but that whole 4-minute stretch We made a mistake last year. We just did. We were up 4 and we didn't get it done. So we worked on it and talked about it in state college, different scenarios. That's why we called the timeout. We had one extra timeout kind of. We talked through it, went through a couple different scenarios and executed it. And we did that a couple times in the Elam ending where, again, we have a game plan and these guys playing together, they were able to do it, which again is sometimes harder when maybe it's the first time you've played together.
Mike Young and Nike Sabandi for Zucker had averaged over 20 points for the 2 games prior. Was that part of the game plan to really kind of limit them? I mean, they still 15 and 10, but like still below their average.
Yeah, honestly, me and Mike are really good friends. I know Nike as well, but me and Mike actually been hanging out the whole week I've been up here. And it was kind of banter back and forth pre-game, but honestly, we came into it. We respect those players just like they respect us, but we knew Mike was the guy. So we emphasized that we put Greg Lee on him to slow him down. And he did a great job. Kudos to him, but credits to the coaching staff as well. Like, that was our game plan to shut Mike down. And if Nike wanted to get off, we was trying to, you got to give up something, can't stop everything. But we definitely game plan for Mike for sure.
Yeah, and I'll give a credit to Q, Wahab. End of game, really, him being able to switch and use his length to kind of stay in front of Mike Young and make him shoot tough twos. Something we talked about, and again, we went to it, we executed, and that's why we're sitting here.
Coach, following up on Q, because that's something I noticed even earlier in the game. What was supposed to be a matchup with him, or a mismatch with him and Mike Young, he was even able to force a turnover, I think, early in the second quarter.
Yeah, he's an elite defender. I think he was on a couple all defensive teams, and he was in a couple different conferences. But again, he protects the rim. It's really hard to score over him. And really, he just stayed in between the basket and did what he does really well. We've been talking about, hey man, play to your strengths, and that's one of his strengths, and it worked for us tonight.
Were all 8 guys, all Happy Valley guys, teammates at Penn State at one time?
Not at one time, so I think 1 to 5 of them at one point. Again, we went through some unique experiences. That was kind of our COVID team when we were top 10 in the country with, I think 4 of these guys where we were top 10 in the country at one point, and we were rolling. And again, then we went through a unique situation with COVID and some other things. So we kind of got that out of our system last year of coming back together and really just talking about all that and having some fun. And now our fun is in winning. And again, this is a lot of fun. Like he said, he's not ready to go home. He doesn't want to go back to his house. I probably have to because I got 2 little kids, so I'll do that. But again, we'll meet up sometime next week and see how long we can do this.
All right, thanks, guys.